Hello students, today I am going to teach you revision of chapter 3 of algebra, that is linear equation. In that, first, what is linear equation? So linear equation means if you want to represent any statement in the mathematical form using equality sign, then that is known as linear equation. So here I will explain this linear equation with one example, then only you will better understand it. So here the example is, if the mathematical statement is, if x is a number which when added to 4 gives 7, it can be expressed symbolically with the sign of equality as shown below. Here x plus 4 is equal to 7. This is your mathematical, this is your statement, simple statement. X is a number which when added to 4 gives 7, and you have to express this using equality sign in the mathematical form. So here is that mathematical expression for that. X plus 4 is equal to 7. So this mathematical expression or this mathematical sentence is known as linear equation. Some more example of linear equation is here. It is given x plus 2 is equal to 5. 5 minus 2y is equal to 1. These two are also linear equation because it is expressed in the mathematical form using symbols. Here this you can see this x and y. X and y, these are variables. These are called variables. Here x is a variable and y is also a variable here. Since in these sentences, in this mathematical expression, only one variable is used, and you can find what is the degree of this equation. Here you can see the highest power of x is 1, and in this expression the highest power of y is 1. So what is degree of this equation? Degree of this equation is 1, and degree of this equation is also 1. So when the degree of the mathematical expression is 1, then this is called the linear equation. And here since one variable is used only, so this is the linear equation in one variable. Some other example of linear equation: x square plus 5 is equal to 7, y cube minus 7 is equal to 27. These equations, here you can see the degree is not 1. So this is not the linear equation, and it is not in your syllabus to learn. Only linear equation you will study in which the degree of the equation is 1. Now solution of a square equation. A value of literal or variable for which the two sides of an equation have equal value is called solution of the equation. What does it mean? It means that if suppose there is an equation x minus 2 is equal to 4. This is a linear equation, and in this, for what value of x both sides, left hand side and right hand side, both are equal, that will give you the solution of this linear equation. So you can see here, if we will put at the place of x, if we will put 6 minus 2 is equal to 4. So here you can see the value of left hand side on putting x is equal to 6 is 4, and the value of right hand side is already 4. So now left hand side and right hand side both are equal for which value of x? For the value of x 6. So 6 is the solution, that is x is equal to 6 is the answer for this linear equation. Law of equality of solving equations. So there are 4 laws for solving the equations. The first one is, if the same quantity is added to the two sides of equations, the two sides remains equal. It means, what does it mean? If there is a linear equation A is equal to B, left hand side is A and right hand side is b. And if the same quantity you will add on both the side, the equation remains same. Means here you can see a plus c is equal to b plus c. Means this c you are adding on the both side, then the equation is same and you will get the solution of the equation. You will understand it better with one example. Here the example is x minus 3 is equal to 5. This is the linear equation. Now you have to find the solution of this linear equation. So you will add 3 on the plus 3 on both sides. X minus 3 plus 3 is equal to 5 plus 3. Both sides you will add plus 3. Why you are doing this? Because here you see, when you will add plus 3 on the left hand side, this plus 3 and minus 3 will cancel each other and it will become 0. Plus 3 minus 3 is equal to 0, and here you will get only x. This will become 0, it will be cancelled, and x is equal to 8 you will get. So this is your answer. Same way, example 2, if you are subtracting same quantity from the both side of the equation, then also the equation remains same and you will get the solution of this equation, this linear equation. So x plus 5, next example is x plus 5 is equal to 2. So here if you are subtracting the same quantities from both sides of this linear equation, then also this equation will remain same and you can get the solution. So here you can see this plus 5 is there, so we will subtract 5 from both sides. We will subtract 5 from both sides. So x plus 5 minus 5 is equal to 2 minus 5. 5 and plus 5 and minus 5 will be cancelled. It will become 0, and here 2 minus 5 is equal to minus 3. So the solution of this linear equation is x is equal to minus 3. So it means if you are subtracting the same quantity from the both side of a linear equation, then also you can get the solution of this linear equation. So it means if you are adding some quantities or you are subtracting the same quantities on both sides of the linear equation, then you can get the solution of the linear equation. Now law 3, if A is equal to B is a linear equation and you are multiplying with the same quantity. Earlier we had discussed that if we are adding or we are subtracting, the linear equations remain same, and now if we are multiplying both sides with the same quantity, then also this equation will remain same and we can find the solution of this linear equation. So here is the example. Example is x by 3 is equal to 2. So you have the linear equation x divided by 3 is equal to 2. So to find the solution here, what you do, you multiply with the same quantity. So with which quantity you will multiply this? Here it is 3 in the division. So you multiply with 3 on both sides. On both sides, on left hand side and right hand side, both sides you multiply it with the 3. So here you can see 1 by 3 into 3 is equal to 1. So we will multiply with such a number so that these two cancel each other and we get 1 here. So into 3, this 3 and 3 will be cancelled. So what we will get here? X is equal to 2 3s are 6. So this is the solution. Now law 4. If the equation is A is equal to B, then A by C is equal to B by C. What does it mean? It means that if both sides of an equation are divided by the same non-zero quantity, like C and C here, divided by the same quantity or same non-zero quantity, it should not be zero, same non-zero quantity, then the two sides remains equal, and symbolically it is represented by this. If A is equal to B and then it is divided by, both sides is divided by C, then this is both are equal. So now to find the solution, let us understand one example. 4x is equal to 5. So what you will do here, it is multiplied by 4. So you divide this both side by 4. So 4 into x by 4 and here 5 by 4. This 4 and 4 will be cancelled. 4 into 4. 4 into 1 by 4. 4 cancel. We will get 1. So here what we will get? X is equal to 5 by 4. This is the solution. So to find the solution of such equation, what we can do? We can divide both sides by a given number, by the same number, in such a way that this left side becomes 1. The numbers will cancel each other and that it will become 1, and 1 into x will be x, and here what you will get? Here you will get the solution. The value of x you will get on the right side. So these are 4 rules. Using these rules we can find the solution of the linear equation. Now the next one more way is there to find out the solution of the linear equation, that is rule of transposition. Rule of transposition. A term on any side of an equation can be shifted to the other side by changing its sign. It means if a plus b is equal to c plus d, then we can shift this c on the other side. Then its sign will be changed by changing the sign. If you are shifting it, you will get a plus b minus c is equal to d. Then also it is equal. And if suppose you are shifting this b on this side, transposing the b on this side, then also both sides are equal. So this is known as rule of transposition. Means any term, not only b this side, you can transpose this a also this side, then also it will be equal. If you are shifting d on this side by changing the sign, then also the equation will be equal. So it means that any term on any side of an equation can be shifted to the other side by changing its sign. So this is known as rule of transposition. Mainly I will use to solve this one, this rule only, rule of transposition. It is very easy, children. So you also, I will suggest you also use rule of transposition to solve the problem of linear equation. Now I am telling you one example. Here you can see the linear equation is x plus 11 is equal to 15. Now you have to find the solution of this linear equation using rule of transposition. So x plus 11 is equal to 15. So you have to find the value of x. So what you do, you transpose this 11 on this side. So it is plus 11. When you will shift this side, then it will become minus 11. So x is equal to 15 minus 11 is equal to 4. Let us understand one more example. Take one more example. 2x plus 6 is equal to 14. So to solve this type of equation, what you will do? First you shift this plus 6, transpose this. So plus 6, when you are shifting this side, it will become minus 6. So you will get 2x is equal to 14 minus 6. It will be 8. 2x is equal to 8. Then now it is into. When you will transpose it this side, on the other side it will come in division. X is equal to 8. Sign will change. Plus is changed into minus. Multiplication will change into division. Division will change into multiplication, and minus will change into plus. So 2 is in multiplication. So this will come in division here. 8 by 2. So 2 4s are 8. 4. So x is equal to 4. This is your answer. We can also do verification here. How do we can verify that? You can put the value of 4 in this equation, and you will get left hand side value and right hand side, both value you will get same. Then you can say that your solution is correct. That is known as verification. So how we can verify here? Here you can see in this second example, you have the solution, that is the x is equal to 4. Now what you will do, you will put this value 4 in the left side of the equation. Left hand side of the equation is 2x plus 6. So at the place of x, you write the value 4. 2 into 4 plus 6. So what you will get? 4 2s are 8 plus 6 is equal to 14. And you can see here 14 is the value of right hand side. So left hand side is equal to right hand side. It means you verified that your solution is correct. Hence, solution is correct. Verified. It is verified that your solution is correct. So this is verification process. So in this verification process, what you have to do, you will put the value of x, what you are getting value of x, that you will put in your solution, and then that you will put your equation, and you will get that the left hand side value is equal to right hand side. If you are getting left hand side is equal to right hand side, it means your solution is correct. So this is verification process. Now I am going to solve some questions from exercise 3a, though these questions already given in the video earlier, but again for your revision I am going to give you some question. So here first second one, y minus 4 is equal to 6. You have to find the value of y, means you have to find the solution of this linear equation. So what you will do, using transposition method I will do it. Y is equal to this minus 4, you will transpose on the other side, you will shift on the other side. So this is minus 4, so it will become plus 4. So y is equal to 6 plus 4, 10. This is the solution of your this equation. Y is equal to 10. Now verification, if you want to do at the place of y in the left hand side, verification. In the left hand side is y minus 4, you put value 10 here. 10 minus 4 is equal to 6. So this is the right hand side value. Left hand side is equal to right hand side. Hence it is verified. Hence verified. This is the verification, this is the solution. Now one more question you can see, question number 9. I am telling you minus 4z is equal to 5. So it is in multiplication, again using the rule of transposition I will shift this minus 4 on this side. Since it is in multiplication, on shifting, on transposing on the other side, you will get, it will come in division, 5 by minus 4, or you can write it minus 5 by 4. So this is your answer. Now in this way I have completed that the revision of linear equation. Now I will teach you here, I will take the revision of quadrilateral also in this video only. Now quadrilaterals. A plane figure bounded by 4 line segment is called a quadrilateral. Already you know what is triangle. Triangle means any plane figure which has 3 sides, that are known as triangles. Same way, any plane figure bounded by 4 line segment is called a quadrilateral. A quadrilateral is named by its vertices written in order, same way as it is mentioned for case of the triangles. Triangles also named by its vertices. Same way this quadrilateral also named by its vertices. So here I have drawn 2 quadrilateral. You can see 4 sides are there. The name of this quadrilateral, first one A, B, C and D. It is named by its vertices. Here also A, B, C and D. So these are 2 quadrilaterals. So quadrilateral means what? Any plane figure bounded by 4 line segments. You can see here 4 line segments are there. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4 line segment. So these are known as quadrilateral. Now next is the elements of a quadrilaterals. So here first one, you can see here I have written A, B, C, D. 4 vertices are there here. This C. 1 A, B, C and D. It has 4 vertices. In this figure also you can see 4 vertices, 4 sides, side AB, BC, CD and DA. 4 sides are there and 4 angles. This angle A, angle B, angle C and angle D. It has 4 angles also, 4 angles, and it has 2 diagonals here. This A and C, when you will join 2 opposite vertices, then you will get the diagonal. This AC you will join and then BC also. So AC and BD, sorry not BC, BD. AC and BD, 2 diagonals are there. Here this one AC and BD, 2 diagonals are there in this quadrilateral. Now types of quadrilateral. There are, I have drawn here 2 types of quadrilateral. First one is known as convex quadrilateral and the second one is concave quadrilateral. So what is the difference between these 2 quadrilateral here? You can see if all the angles of this quadrilateral is less than 180, this angle A, angle B, angle C and angle D, all 4 are less than 180 degree, then this is known as convex quadrilateral. And if any one is more than 180 degree, then that is known as concave quadrilateral. Like in this one, this case you can see A less than B less than C less than 180, but this angle D is more than 180 degree. This angle D is more than 180 degree, therefore it is known as concave quadrilateral. So this is the basic difference between convex quadrilateral and concave quadrilateral. I am once again repeating this. If all the interior angles of a quadrilateral is less than 180 degree, then it is known as convex quadrilateral, and if any one angle is more than 180 degree, then that is known as concave quadrilateral. So this one is concave quadrilateral, example of concave quadrilateral. In this unit you will study only about the convex quadrilateral, because in your course only convex quadrilateral is given. So we will study the property and other things related to only convex quadrilateral. Now interior and exterior of a quadrilateral. You can see here I have drawn a quadrilateral A, B, C and D. So if ABCD is a quadrilateral on a plain paper, then the part of the plane enclosed by the quadrilateral ABCD is called the interior of the quadrilateral. This one, this part, the part of the paper enclosed between ABCD, this region, this is known as interior, and the part outside of this ABCD is known as exterior of a quadrilateral. Here you can see this point P is the point inside, interior of a quadrilateral ABCD. Same way you can say that the point Q and R is the exterior of the point exterior of the quadrilateral, and point S and T lies on the quadrilateral. First you can write here P, point P lies in the interior of the interior of the quadrilateral ABCD. Point Q and R lie in the exterior of the quadrilateral and third one, point S and T lie on the quadrilateral. A, B, C, D. Now, angle sum property of quadrilateral. So, what is angle sum property? The sum of the four angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degree. Means if you will add, there is a quadrilateral ABCD. If you will add all four angles of this quadrilateral, that is angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D, then sum of all four angles will be 360 degree. This is known as angle sum property of quadrilateral. Now some types of quadrilateral. Here I have written some examples of types of quadrilateral, that is first one is parallelogram, rectangle, rhombus, square, trapezium and kite. These are the types of quadrilateral. In that some property of some some quadrilaterals you already know, like rectangle, square, and the other property I have already discussed in my previous video. So you can refer that and you will get other properties of these quadrilateral. Now I am going to explain one example. The first example is the angle of a quadrilateral are in the ratio of 2:3:5:8. You have to find the angles. Okay. So what you will do, you will change this ratio 1 in simple numbers. How to change this? You already know, you have learned in ratio using a constant quantity, using a variable here x. You can change this ratio in this form. So let the angle of the quadrilateral be 2x, 3x, 5x and 8x. You can change this ratio in as a expression using a variable. So here the four angles will be 2x, 3x, 5x and 8x. Now using angle sum property, using this angle sum property, you can find the angles, value of the angles. How you will do this? You know that sum of all four angles will be 360 degree. It means if you will add 2x plus 3x plus 5x plus 8x, their sum will be equal to 360 degree. So on adding this, what you will get? 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 5, 10, 10 plus 8, 18x. 18x is equal to 360 degree. Therefore, x is equal to 360 degree by 18. 18 ones are 18 twos are 20 degree. So value of x is 20 degree. So in using this value of x, you can find the other angle. So here I am going to explain how to find the angle. First angle, your first angle will be 2x, means 2 into 20 degree, that is 40 degree. Second angle is 3x, means 3 into 20 degree is equal to 60 degree. Third angle 5x, means 5 into 20 degree is equal to 100 degree. And fourth angle 8x, means 8 into 20 degree, that is 160 degree. So these are the 4 angles of this quadrilateral. I hope it is clear to you how to calculate. In this way, the revision of this quadrilateral chapter is also over. I am attaching a PDF. In that some questions related to the linear equation and quadrilateral is given for your practice. Do that sums so that you can perform well in your exam. Thank you.